Hello students, today I will teach you the basic proportionality theorem in the lesson triangle. Today we have to learn about the two theorems mainly. One is the basic proportionality theorem, shortly known as BPT, or it is also known as Thales theorem. Keep in mind. Okay, Thales theorem. Sometimes they will ask you in examination, and very important theorem, most repeated theorem. Okay, basic proportionality theorem, shortly known as BPT. B stands for basic, P stands for proportionality, T stands for theorem, or it is also known as the Thales theorem. Why it is called the Thales theorem? Because this theorem was invented by the great mathematician, nothing but the Greek mathematician he was, who is the Thales. So his name only carried for this theorem, that is the theorem. So what is the statement of this theorem? The statement of this theorem, you have to note down the statement. What is the statement? So statement of this theorem, note down the statement also. What is that? If a line drawn parallel, if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, one side of a triangle. You should also note down when I am teaching or when I am writing, that makes you too easy. If a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersect the other two sides, intersect the other two sides, intersect other two sides in a distinct point, distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio, This is the which theorem? Basic proportionality theorem, or it's shortly known as BPT, or other name for this, Thales theorem. Keep in mind. So if sometimes they will ask you directly prove the basic proportionality theorem, or state and prove. State and proof, if they are asking, you want to write the statement. That is the important thing here. What is that statement? If a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, this is the one of the line, it is line drawn parallel in the sense the two lines are never meet, they never meet. If we drawn like that also continuously, they should move like that only, they never join. Okay, so that is, they are called the parallel lines, as you know that. If a line drawn parallel, this is the parallel line drawn to the one side of a triangle, to the one side it has drawn. Okay, so one side of a triangle, it intersect the other two side at distinct point. Okay, it intersect in the sense divide other two sides at a distinct point in the sense noted point, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Then the other two sides, which are the other two sides are there, I mean AB, they are divided in the same ratio. In the sense AD divided by DB equal to AE divided by EC. Okay, so this is the statement. Hope you will understand the statement. So you have to learn that the statement is also very important. So let us prove in a very easy method. I'll teach you how to prove this basic proportionality theorem. So after writing this statement, you have to write a diagram like that. Okay, so here DE parallel to BC actually, and these perpendicular line we want to drawn to the sides actually. So given, let us write in any theorem, these 4 points are very important. One is given, to prove, construction and proof. Okay, note down all those 3 points, they are very important to write the any theorems in a geometry. Which are those? One thing is given, second thing is to prove, third thing is construction, and the fourth thing is proof. Okay, so first we have to write down the given here. What they has given? They has given the triangle. In a triangle ABC, that DE parallel to BC, that thing we have to write. Okay, in a triangle, in your book they are giving with so confusing, so not necessary to write all those. If you are writing like up to this, it is enough. Okay, and it is easy way also. Okay, in a triangle ABC, which is the triangle, given triangle ABC, here DE, they only given DE parallel to BC. Okay, DE parallel to BC, this is the parallel symbol. Okay, DE parallel to BC, so that is the given. Okay, next step I told you already, the next step is to prove. I mean, what we want to prove, what they has asked. Okay, prove the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Which are those other two sides? One is AB and the another one is BC, right? If it is a parallel, this side, so other two sides are, one is AB and the next one is AC. Okay, so divided, two distinct points, D and E are the two distinct points. If it is divided, what it will become? AD divided by DB, AD divided by DB equal to AE divided by EC. Understanding statement, and related to that what we want to write, that is important. Okay, because they only given, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio, that thing want to prove. Okay, so that's why divided means AD divided by DB, that equal to AE divided by EC. Understood? Okay, next third step, I told you that 4 important steps in any theorems given to prove, and the next one is construction. Construction in the sense, what extra we have constructed here. Okay, so what is in the dotted line, that is the construction, keep in mind. Okay, what is in the dotted line, that is the construction. Okay, so this they are only given first only ABC is a right angle triangle and DE is a parallel. Okay, what is that extra construction here? Join BE and DC is the extra construction. That should be in a dotted line. Join, see, BE, we have joined that, BE and CD, right? Okay, that is the extra. And one more construction is this thing, I mean perpendicular line, that is EF perpendicular to AB. EF, draw it is. This is a join, because we are joining, and it is a draw, extra construction. Draw EF perpendicular to AB, EF perpendicular to AB, and the next thing is DG perpendicular to AC. So this is the construction. I told you already what is there in a dotted line, that is the extra construction for the theorem. The thing is join BE and DC. The next thing is draw EF perpendicular to AB and DG perpendicular to AC. This is a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line in the sense, it should be 90 degree. Keep in mind, it should be 90 degree. You can mark this symbol, the symbol, it is a 90 degree. I think you know about that already. Okay, next, the last step I told you already, proof. We have to go for the proof. Listen carefully and try to understand. Listening, understanding and understanding the statement, according to that writing a theorem is very important. Okay, you can easily get the 5 mark. Nearly they'll ask you this questions, the theorems for 5 marks. Minimum 3 theorems they will ask. In circle 1 or 2 theorem, and in a triangle 1 or 2. Okay, so like the total 3 theorems from the circle lesson and from the triangle, that is compulsory question. You can easily get 15 marks. 5 3s are 15 marks. Okay, proof. Okay, last step we have to go for the proof, and very important also it is. Okay, that is we have to go for a proof. Okay, first we have to take area of triangle ADE of triangle and the remaining BDE. In this we have to take a off. Okay, what we have joined extra joined line. So from this first off we have to take first off from the whole triangle, area of triangle ADE. Keep in mind, first off from the whole triangle, I mean ADE, and then in the next off of the triangle, the first one for the first, and for the second we have to go for the second. Okay, first we have to take area of triangle ADE, area of triangle ADE. This is the first of what I told, that divided by area of triangle. See, from here also you can come, or from here EDB or BD, anyhow you can take. If you starts with EDB, that is fine, or for the next you can start with the DCB, like that you can take, or DEC. So first we have to take with BDE first off. Okay, area of triangle BDE. Okay, BDE. So in this, I think you know about that area of triangle formula, half into base into height. Area of triangle formula, half into base into height. Here I will write area of triangle for you to get to know only, not to copy the classwork. So half into B means base and H means height, half into B into height. Okay, so that is area of triangle ADE. That means half. First we have to write half for this area of triangle. And what is the base in a ADE? So that is, we can get, that is the AD into the height, it is withdrawn already, that is the EF. AD into EF. Next one, for this area of triangle BDE, for this half into, so for this BDE the base should be DB or BD or DB, anyone we can write. So better write DB only, because here we are taken DB into the same altitude, that is the EF for that also. For this also the same altitude. Okay, that is the EF. And it is also very easy how to take and everything. So if we are writing off what is there in the first proportion, that numerator, here you have to take AD, and into the perpendicular line, first perpendicular line EF. If you are getting confusion in this, which is base, which is height, if you are having that much confusion, you can take easily here also. Half into AD is the first fraction what we are taken numerator, that thing, into EF is the height what we have taken in this EF. Okay, that divided by half into the second this is the first fraction denominator DB into same height should be same here. So half of get cancel and EF also get cancelled. The remaining will be AD divided by DB. So take it as 1. Let us take it as 1. So next we have to take another triangle, that is area of triangle. Area of triangle, which is another triangle. First off we have to take that is same, that is area of triangle ADE divided by area of triangle, another triangle we want to take, that is the DEC. First we have to take this side, the next we have to take this side. Okay, that is the DEC. Okay, next for this also off. If you are getting a confusion with the base, you can move for the second fraction numerator, that is AE into another perpendicular line, that is DG. You can go for DG divided by half into the second fraction denominator, it will be EC into the same altitude or same height, it is DG. Clear? And I think it is easy, very easy. And even in a diagram also you can check. AE is the base for this. AE, this side we have taken, AE is the base, and the height this side, this is DG is the length, height, and here also same, EC is the base for this, and DG is the same altitude for the AC, both. Okay, so half of get cancel and DG get cancel, remaining will be AE divided by EC. Take it as 2. Okay, similarly from 1 and 2 we can write, from 1 and 2 what we can write, one is AD divided by DB equal to, second one is AE divided by EC. So this is the theorem what we have proved. Okay, this is the theorem what we have proved. Now it is proved. Hope you will understand this theorem. Let us move for the next theorem, that is the Pythagoras theorem. Hope you will understand that. Okay. Let us move for the next theorem. Yes, this is the Pythagoras theorem diagram it is. Okay. So tomorrow I will teach you the converse and everything. Today we have to know about the Pythagoras theorem. You already learnt in 8th standard, 7th standard and 9th standard also. So once I will recall this Pythagoras theorem. It's so popularly known as the right angle triangle theorem. It is also known as what? Right angle triangle theorem. Pythagoras theorem is also known as the right angle triangle theorem. Keep in mind. So first we have to write a statement for this. So here I am writing the statement. So what is that statement? I think you know about that already. It is very familiar for the all the right angles. That is, in a right angle triangle, in a right angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse 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 is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Yes, this is the Pythagoras theorem statement. Once again I will repeat you. In a right angle triangle, this is also a right angle triangle. Don't think it is because it will be right angle there. Okay, so that's why this symbol I told you already, that shows it is a right angle. Okay, so just it is a rough diagram for you what you have learned. This is a right angle triangle what you know already. So in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse, this is called as a hypotenuse and this is called as a adjacent, and this is called as a opposite. In a right angle triangle, three sides actually. Yes, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. I mean AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. That is the statement. Clear? AC square, the square of the hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, means AB square plus BC square. This is the statement. What is that? In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. I told you already, to prove any theorems we have to 4 points compulsory. One is given, to prove, construction and the proof. Let us go for a given. First it is given. So I told you already, it is also a right angle triangle because it is right angled at B. Note down the angle here. So we can take a right angle triangle ABC. It is right angled at B. In a right angled triangle ABC. So it is right angled at B. Right angled at B. Right angled at B in the sense where the right angle is mentioned. I mean it is, if it should be symbol should be like that, that should be 90 degree. If it should be, or if it should be, that shows it should be 90 degree. If there is an angle like that, it is a different angle. Clear? A different measurement. That is a given. The next step is to prove. So what we want to prove? I told you already, square of the hypotenuse in the sense AC AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. This thing want to prove. AC square equals AB square plus BC square. Yes, construction, I told you already, construction in the sense what should be in a dotted line, that is called as a construction. So what is in the dotted line? BD is in the dotted line, right? Okay, draw BD. BD is parallel or perpendicular there? It is a perpendicular. BD perpendicular to AC. That is the construction. And proof. Then last step, and it is a more important. Up to this, if they are giving, if it is a 5 mark, the statement given to prove under construction, they will provide you with the diagram, they will provide you 2 mark, and proof for that 3 mark. Total it is a 5 mark question. Okay. So proof in that we have to take the 2 triangle. So that is the proof. Yes, first we have to take a full triangle, that is the in triangle ABC and off triangle. For the next full triangle, the next off. Okay, in triangle ABC, and first off it should be triangle ADB and triangle, this is the short form of triangle ADB. First off and full. Okay, in triangle ABC and triangle ADB, so we can write this as AD divided by AB equal to AB divided by AC. So why it should be like that? AD divided by AB equal to AB divided by AC, because triangle ADB similar to the triangle ABC. Why we can write? Because triangle ABC is similar to the triangle ADB. So that's why if it is a similar, we can take a ratio AD divided by AB, that equal to AB divided by AC according to the BPT or AA similarity criteria. Okay, we can take that ratio. So that's why there, because triangle ABC similar symbol it is triangle ADB. So that's why we can write this triangle AD divided by AB, that equal to AB divided by AC. Keep in mind. Okay, so if we do the cross multiplication, we can get what? If we do the cross multiplication, AB into AB is AB square equal to AD into AC into, if there is a dot, that symbol it is a into. Okay, AD into AC. Okay, AB square equals AD into AC. So take it as 1, equation 1. Take that as a equation 1. Next, in the same way, in triangle, next triangle, in triangle, I told you already, first whole triangle and the next off, that is the triangle which is the next of ADB after BDC, triangle BDC. So in this we can take like that only. So that's nothing but, so what should be here? BC or DC divided by BC equal to BC divided by AC. Okay, DC divided by BC equal to BC divided by AC. Why we can take? Because here also triangle ABC similar to triangle, one more triangle is BDC. For that sake we can take. So if we do the cross multiplication here, BC into BC is BC square equal to DC into AC. So let us take this as a equation 2. Okay, add both the equation, add equation 1 and 2, add both the equation 1 and 2. So if we add first equation, it should be LHS and LHS we have to add first. AB square plus BC square. These are the LHS, and we have to add the RHS, that is AD into AC first equation plus second equation RHS DC into AC, right? AB square plus BC square equals, if you are taken AC common, it should be, because in both the term AC common are there. So here if AC is removed, cancelled, we will get AD is left, and if AC is cancelled, DC is left here, AD plus DC. So AB square plus BC square equals AC into AD plus DC. See, AD plus DC, we can write it as whole AC, right? AD plus DC, that equal to AC. So instead of AD plus DC, we can write AC. So AB square plus BC square equals AC into AC is AC square. So this nothing but we can write in an interchange, AC square equals AB square plus BC square. This is proved. See, to prove. So this is proved. So this is the way of proving the equation. If you are getting a confusion,